What's up guys, I'm Nathan and in this video I'm back again with an updated anime dimensions tier list where we've got 3 new characters, Esper or Accelerator, Shadow Rimiru and Misaka. So I'll be explaining more in detail for the new characters. S tier is basically for the best characters, A tier is for good, B tier is for average, C is for below average and D tier is for bad. So Esper is going to honestly be in like mid to low S tier. She is better than Gojo for getting currently from the obtainable characters, and her third move is basically going to give you extra speed, and I think it does remove the cooldowns as well just once, so don't get mixed up. You cannot spam it like you can with Eren, like do it multiple times, but it does take off the cooldown for the first 2 skills once, and also it supposedly gives a little bit of extra damage. And the ultimate also does quite a lot of damage. It's not burst and you do stay stuck in place for quite a while, but still it is a pretty decent ultimate. So I'm gonna go and put in S tier. Shadow Rimiru is going to be top A tier because Demon Lord Rimiru himself is just barely on S tier, because yes, you do get some decent iframes and also lifesteal, but with 15% lower cooldowns, I don't think he's good enough to really stay on that S tier. Now Milim, I'm gonna go ahead and put right there in like A tier probably as well. Shadow Monarch, obviously Sun Jin-woo, that's gonna be obviously best character in the game, S tier. Priestess, A tier. Shadow Yorichi, probably gonna be like low S tier. Gilgamesh is gonna be right there in S tier as well. Kokushibo is right above Gilgamesh. Ice Queen as they're probably gonna be like next to Esper, like kind of there. This character is like the new best gem character. It's not even limited time, so for the newbies that don't have any raid characters, honestly not a bad choice to get, because she's kind of like a better version of Saber Alter, because she's got a similar moveset to Saber Alter, except like she will also have a lot more mobility because of her third skill, which is actually pretty good. And the first skill also has a very low cooldown, so in time challenge as well it is pretty good, though with my current setup it's not the best. Like Saber Alter is still better with my current setup for time challenge, because her first move does not consistently like kill all those enemies, but Saber Alter's first does that. But anyway, she's still definitely better overall compared to Saber Alter, especially for dimensions, because you can just activate the third skill and then just quickly dash ahead, and it's a lot easier to group enemies. Karakuri is going to be like A tier as well. He is good because you can spam him, but like still not the best character, and he is kind of lacking in damage in my opinion. Levi is also going to be in A tier. He is a decent character, but honestly Kirito is much more worth to get, because as it is, Levi is not even a 3600 gem character, so he's just not really that worth it. Then we have Naruto 6 parts. I'm gonna go ahead and put him in S tier. I mean, he is good, like very good as an assist, but not as a main, which is why I'm not gonna put him higher up on this list. Ryuko is also going to be like right about there, because yes, once again she is good, but mainly as an assist. She is also a good main, but another reason why I'm not putting her much higher is because she does cost Robux, and there's absolutely no way of getting her without using Robux. Then we have Alice, who I'm going to put as well in S tier. Shadow as they're probably going to be like right about there in S tier. The thing is, yes, the Shadow versions are good. I mean, they're only 15% slow cooldowns, but the thing is, it is not at all worth it, because Shadow, the speed rate tokens are insanely difficult to get, and well, even if you get them, it's just not worth buying these characters. If you have 2700 speed rate tokens, at that point you might as well just get a bit more and go for Sun Jin-woo. So it's just not really worth getting any of these Shadow characters. Then we have Witch Megumin, who's probably going to be like right there. Also S tier, pretty decent character. Rengoku is going to be right there as well in A tier. Demon Lord Rimiru is going to be right there in S tier, because he does have some pretty decent survivability. Saber, just the regular one, is not really that good because you get locked in place, not very good AoE, just not good mobility, not a good character overall. Bakugo, I'm gonna put him also in like B tier because yes, he has mobility, but Lancer is just better. Yu-Gi-Oh is going to be also in A tier, though he is kind of good, I would say, because his last move does heal you a little bit, so that does increase his survivability, and his first skill is also a dash move, so he also isn't really lacking on the mobility, and even his third skill gives you iframes. Saber Alter is going to be like right there, right below Misaka, because yeah, she's still good, but she's probably no longer that worth getting because we have a new non-limited time character that's just better. Gojo is probably going to be right there in A tier. He is good, but the thing is, he is a little bit hard to use, especially for beginner players, and even if you don't have very good crit chance and crit damage, he's not really that worth to even use. Kaneki is going to be right there in A tier. You can spam him, he's like a much worse version of Karakuri, but I personally am not a big fan of using him. Though he does have decent mobility and he's got a dash move, so there's that. Megumin is gonna be like right there in B tier. She is okay in terms of damage, but the AoE and also you get locked in place without iframes, which is not really a good thing. Now Fumi is a support, but he is a bad support, and if you're using a support, you might as well use Priestess, which is why I'm putting him there in B tier. Genos, I'm gonna go ahead and put in A tier as well. He is good. Then we have Todoroki, who I'm also going to put somewhere around A tier, but he's not really worth using or getting, except for maybe the stat collection points if you've already got the other characters above him. Toga is going to be right there in B tier. Winter Spirit Leah is also going to be B tier. Then Zenitsu is going to be in B tier because he is again a further worse version of Bakugo. Then we have Emir, who is honestly kind of good. I'm gonna go and put him in A tier because yeah, like I said, he is good in terms of damage and just the moveset overall. Rimiru is going to be also in A tier because the ultimate is kind of good as an assist for beginners, but other than that, especially the second move, it's not really that great because you're locked in place without iframes. Asuna is also not even that bad. I'm gonna go and put her top B tier because she is pretty good for the cost. Then we have Zoro, who's also going to be B tier because he was also good for the cost, but I personally like Asuna better. All Might is going to be also there in B tier. Rukia is going to be like bottom B tier because yeah. Akuma is going to be somewhere mid B tier because honestly his moveset isn't even that bad. Like the third one is movable and gives you extra speed, though the ult is not really that good in my opinion. Sukuna, I don't personally like using him, but I'll put him in B tier. Gray, probably a low B tier. Sasuke, right there. Akaza, I'll put him like bottom B tier because I mean his last move does like remove all of your cooldowns, so there's that. Asta probably gonna be as well in B tier. Then we have Itadori, who's also gonna be B tier. Tanjiro is gonna be even lower on B tier because he's not that good, though I think you could get him for free earlier. I don't know about now. Natsu is there. Broly is going to be like top A tier because yeah, he's good, but I don't feel like he's as or you know, maybe I'll be generous with him and I'll put him like bottom S tier, just below this guy. So yeah, Broly will be there because he is kind of good in damage, especially like as an assist he is not even that bad. Then Sakura, C tier. Killua, B tier. Goku, D tier. Ichigo will be C tier because he's honestly not even that bad. Luffy also D tier. Naruto probably C tier. Deku also C tier. Kirito is actually pretty good for his cost. I'm gonna put him right there in A tier. Lancer is decent. I'll put him right there. Because for speedrunning, I guess, like if you're just using a gem character and want a lot of mobility, he's not that bad. Then we have Yorichi, who's going to be a little bit higher up than the Shadow version. Then we have Nezuko, who's going to be right there on like S tier because she is pretty good on raids especially. So I'm gonna go and put her right there. Attack Titan or Eren is basically going to be right there in second place for S tier because he is really good. Like his third skill does exactly what Gojo's does, and you can just spam the heck out of him and get a lot of damage. Gojo, I'm moving him up from last time because Eren is no longer obtainable. The reason why I put him so low in the last tier list is just because I didn't want anyone to get Gojo when Eren was still there, especially if they did not have Eren yet. So at that point he was not at all worth it. Now, I mean, it's okay, so I'll go ahead and put him like right below Esper. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this tier list. So thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. See you.